What's up, guys? It's Chris, and hopefully I'm welcoming you back to VHB. All right, so this is going to be another talking time, not about cars, about the channel. So this is something, of course, I've talked about several times in here, but I think it's, once again, like I say, a bunch of new subscribers. This is another time for me to sit and talk about it. I thought I talked about this enough in the last video I did, but I didn't, I guess. So, I'm going to clarify. And besides, if I repeat some shit sometimes like this, it's because I got people that are repeatedly asking me why I do things the way I do, or questioning doing the way I do things. And so every once in a while I get enough of those. I'm like, all right, well, let me talk about it some more, so that people understand. So first off, let's start talking about the style and the goals of this thing. I've had a lot of people that get pissed off at me, and they love to fucking say, we're just a fucking nobody, or whatever, you fucking low subscriber having ass and all that shit. And I'm like, well, yeah, dude, of course. I've had people been saying that shit to me since I was like in the 60 subscriber range. Like I had 60 fucking subscribers or less, And it took me a long fucking time to break out of the 100 range. I think, 6 to 8 months before I crossed 100 subscribers. And you know what helped me get to that point where I crossed the 100 subscriber mark was when I started doing what I do now, which is the fucking auto vlogging. Which is, well, the first time somebody like, fuck you, bro, you should stop these vlogs. I'm like, fuck you, I don't do vlogs. And then I was like, well, fuck, I do vlogs. And then I had a lot of people that, that were reaching out to me because, unlike the big fucking guys out there on YouTube, I talk to my subscribers whenever I'm spoken to, And one of the guys was like, man, just your confidence to sit behind the camera and be able to talk like that, that's fucking cool. And I'm like, well, yeah, thanks. And it is something to be able to sit there, to get to this level of comfort where I'm showing my fucking face to you, especially when it's not as pretty as I'd like it to be, is something. That right there alone is a big thing, which is why I've said a bunch of times I can't take video in public, because I'm not comfortable doing that. I haven't been pushed in that setting often enough, which eventually I would like to do. But, and it took a while to build the confidence to be able to face the camera. And then, sorry guys, interruption. Then there was the whole, style of what I'm doing. And like I've mentioned before, this channel was supposed to be for one thing. It immediately became something else, and then that ran out because of me moving, and it had to transition to something else to stay alive. But transitioning into the information vlogs was kind of what I wanted to do anyway in the very beginning, because I do have a lot of people that hit me up on Facebook on a regular basis, because most people who build engines, and that are decent at it, they get cocky, or they don't have time, and they don't answer everybody's questions. And even I get routinely frustrated by some of the questions I'm asked. But the reason why I get frustrated on a regular basis is because I have already answered these questions in video form, and they're there for everybody in the world to watch. And I'm still getting the same kind of questions because people are just impatient. They don't want to look. And I had let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll read it to you, because this guy fucking was amazing. He's one of my newer subscribers. He's an active dude. At least he's active on Facebook, because I see his name pop up quite a bit. And just a warning, this video is probably going to go long, although you could probably fucking see that. But anyway, just to keep you involved and keep you engaged, we're going to talk about that Boosted Boy shit here and again, because I did promise that, and now I'm definitely going to talk about it. So it's just wait a little bit. We'll get there. Wait for internet to load too. Oh yeah, so the other day, one of my videos, this guy's like, you have to change how you do things here. And he wrote like a big old shit about how my shit's boring. He says all the videos I click on have like awesome thumbnails, but then they're just you talking. I'm like, no dude, like, it's extremely rare that I take a fucking thumbnail, or that I put a thumbnail on my video that doesn't have me in the corner of it like this, clearly with the setting in the background, so you know that it's just me talking. If it's something where I'm going to be out there building, you'll see a picture of an engine on a stand or some shit like that. Recently, I'm not gonna lie, I did put some, thumbs that didn't have me sitting, but that's just because I was being fucking lazy. I wanted to put the video up quick. And so this is what this guy said. He goes, you gotta change it. Just paraphrasing, I chopped it all down. I put it on Facebook because I didn't want to talk that much, or copy and paste the whole conversation. But the guy's like, you're an asshole, or they go, you have to change how you do your videos, or you'll never grow. I was like, no, you don't have to watch my shit. And then I gave like a long reasoning for why I don't do what I do. And so to jump in there real quick and say this, like, I made a video a while back, I think a couple months ago now. It's about the Type R. It was a discussion video on the Type R. And I talked about doing that video for weeks when the Type R first was released here in North America. So I wanted to do a decent job, do the video thing where I put the clips and the spice in the pictures and all that shit, and I did do that. And I was like, well, if the video gets a certain amount of views, I'll do it again with another car, and I'll keep it up with the same kind of format. But I think I can't find it, but I know it's in the 400 view range. It didn't even break 500. So the thing is, you don't know, guys. This is like anytime that I'm gonna cut a video or put a fucking picture in the video, that enormously increases the amount of time it takes to edit. So I'm looking at like 2.5 hours to put a video together, upload it. That is a lot of time for me. That is a lot of time. I work like stupid hours. I work from like, I have to leave my house at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't get back until like 11:15, 11:30. So I already have like zero time with my family. Like my daughter's the only person I see all day during the week because she's 3 years old. So she's not in fucking preschool or anything. She's just home with me. My wife works during the morning, and I'm leaving to work as she's coming in. My son gets off the school bus when she's home. So all I see him is for like 15 minutes in the morning when I'm getting ready for school. So like now I don't even do videos on uploads on a regular anymore. But still, like if I'm gonna do a video, usually I'm talking for a while or out in the shop working, and then I have to come put it all together, and I'm looking at like 3 hours to get a video up. That's a lot of time to take out of my fucking day, especially because the weekend is all I have for free time, and I'm always scrambling to do shit on the weekends because I hate my week. So that's the reason why I don't do that. And and then on top of that, like the cherry on motherfucking top, like maybe I would struggle to do that if I was getting like 1,000 views per video, but like my views rack up over time because they're just people stumbling on them and finding them and watching them and whatnot. But yeah, it's not worth it. It's not affecting the view count for me to do that. And no, YouTube isn't like be all end all for me. I'm not trying to reach for YouTube fame, but I'm also not trying to do shit that people aren't trying to watch. Like you tend to stray away from making a video because it's a waste of time if that video topic isn't going anywhere. So for me to put all these fucking pictures and shit in there to make it prettier for you to look at, no. But, here's the advantage of me not doing all that shit. With the advantage of me just talking like this. Have you ever watched a fucking podcast? Has nobody ever watched Joe Rogan, who has like fucking millions of subscribers? MMA podcasts, all that shit. These guys make podcasts, but they put it on YouTube for you to watch. Or you can download the podcast and listen to it or whatever. That's your choice. But the thing is, like, for me, too, like, I'm big on news. I get my news from YouTube guys. Like Phil DeFranco and all that shit. Phil DeFranco kind of sucks for me because he does put the fucking pictures and shit. Like, so whenever Phil DeFranco does an upload, I have to stop what the fuck I'm doing to actually pay attention. Now, somebody like Joe Rogan with a podcast, if I'm going to take a road trip or something, I need to go somewhere far, I put Joe Rogan on in the fucking car and I drive. And I don't have to stop and watch because I'm not missing anything. I can just listen to what the guy's saying. So that's the same shit that I do with mine. Mine's are like podcasts or like vlogs. You don't need to look at my fucking face to get my information. If you want to do so, that's fine. But if you don't, that's also fine. You can still listen to what the fuck I'm saying without having to worry about seeing that you're going to miss anything. Because you're not missing anything. But anyway, so I told the guy, I give him a big explanation of why I don't do that, like a shortened version of what I just told you about it not fucking being worth the time and shit. And then he said something about like every time you get offended or something, you're hiding behind being an asshole. I'm not hiding behind being an asshole. I am an asshole when you fucking irritate me. All right, who the fuck isn't? All right, but at the same time, I wasn't being an asshole to that particular dude in that particular moment. Right? And he goes, you're never going to grow. You're never going to grow. Oh, that's fine. Dude, I grow slow as fuck, so it's hard to see when I grow. But I'm always growing. There's not a day that goes by that I don't gain subscribers. All right? So, and within 24 hours of this guy telling me I wasn't going to grow, I picked up another 20 subs. This morning, between rolling out of bed and coming to sit here and shoot this fucking, this video, I picked up another 2 subs. So, like, what? And then they're like, okay, so we'll go ahead and roll towards the Booster Boy shit. Oh no, I discredited. I almost. So this guy was telling you about that. John Thomas Akers. If you're watching this dude, you're fucking awesome. You're one of the few people who get it. I appreciate you a lot. These are the kind of subscribers I want. So if I'm an asshole to certain guys and I chase them off, which my wife says I shouldn't do, don't chase off viewers. Fuck that. Fuck those guys. I don't need fucking assholes or goddamn critics in here trying to tell me how to do my shit. Go focus on your own shit. So if you're gonna come in here and all you guys do is fucking say stupid shit, I don't mind critiques, but if you can't handle my answer and it comes down to you're just a fucking asshole. asshole, then fuck you. So be gone. But then you get people like Mr. Akers here who get it, who fucking understand. And yeah, well-spoken dude too. Like I can't fucking talk like this when it comes to typing. Fucking I subscribed around a week or two ago. I was knee-deep in videos relevant to my particular interest due to the good organization of the playlist. Then found the new subs look here type of videos and thought, he's right. It isn't hard to navigate this. Goddamn right. So he goes, as far as the lack of uploads, this is not an issue. You're so thorough that once a topic is over, it's done with no questions left to ask. Now, that is a critique that I would like to give myself. Sometimes that is not true. Sometimes. But that's because some of you dudes are fucking creative on the questions you ask. But for the most part, he's right. Once I'm done with the topic, there's no need to go back over it again. The only people left are the ones who want their hands held and don't want to put their eyes to use and think about what they're trying to accomplish. And I do believe that. Some of you guys, I understand, aren't as quick as learners as others, but that's fine. But for you people who have that kind of weakness where you're not as quick as learners as other people, then that's one thing you need to understand about yourself. You need to understand your weaknesses, and you do what you need to do to get around those, to make yourself successful. So if you realize that you're one of those guys that just don't get it right away, then you need to fucking study extra hard, man. Sometimes to being achieving your badassness you have to work a little harder than others. Same thing with me. I've been training since February now with weights, and I'm happy with the results I'm seeing, but I'm not as happy as I'd like to be because I'm still fucking fat as shit, even though I've cut 40 pounds. I'm still bigger than I would like to be, and I know that because, family genes, I'm not trying to be one of those fat people blaming on family, but I just know that me, the way I am, I have to work hard as fuck to get where I want to be at, as opposed to my wife, who's 91 pounds walking around on an average, and fucking will sit at a buffet and out-eat almost anybody I know, including myself, and not gain a pound. So some people just have to work a little harder at things than others. And if you're one of those people that, you're just not getting there right away, you need to keep fucking studying, keep studying. Whether you keep using me as a reference to study or you go other places, that's fine, but keep working at it. Not, don't come for hand-holding. I can't walk with all of you guys. I'm not Jesus Christ, where I walk with humanity in my hands. It just doesn't work. So, and he goes, finding engines to build, especially in areas dry of Honda parts, is time-consuming. My fucking problem right now, which is why you guys don't see more builds. I would love to build more engines. I'm obsessed with building engines. Can't build them if I don't have them. And I'm sure you'll continue to grow without changing formats completely. Like you said in the last video, you can be played in the background and still get a full effect. Yes. And the guy who's complaining about how my videos aren't good enough because I don't have pictures to distract you, another guy said that jumped in that he's like, well, I listen to you in the car. And that's great. That's great. That's great. Everybody needs things to do, like time to burn. Like everybody that watches YouTube guys or channels have a certain time that they like to watch their shit. And I know that like MMA World is like one of my biggest go-to sources for MMA news right now. Because sometimes they'll catch shit, because that's what they do. They do MMA news. They'll catch it before I do using Google News. So, I love to watch those guys. And they're relevant. They're not boring. Their content's good. But in between their video clips, they put text. So it sucks because it's one of those things where I have to stop and I have to watch what's going on here, or I'm missing information. So it's very nice to be able to have somebody that you can just play and not have to always watch. I mean, yes, sometimes you want to watch things, but I know, man, I got 1,800 subscribers. I'm not the only motherfucker you're out here watching, and my fucking channel is not an entertainment channel. This is it's a knowledge channel. It's just gaining experience. So unless you're watching one of my fucking build videos and you're just watching one of these vlogs, you don't need to see my face. You don't need to see any fucking pictures. Any fucking pictures that I'm going to put on these fucking videos are going to be bullshits that you can Google and find. I don't put pictures on these little vlog videos unless it's extremely fucking important. Like, I really need to put the picture for you to see what I'm talking about. And 9 out of 10 times, that's not the case. So, I'm just not. I mean, maybe one day my channel gets really fucking big. I'll take the extra time. But I just, I have complete faith that this channel will continue to grow. I can stop making videos right now, and it'll continue to grow. Because all the shit that I've said on here is relevant as fuck and will be for at least another 20 years. Because you're getting into the J's and the K's and all that shit, I don't think the B and D is going anywhere anytime soon. It's still going to be the fucking, go-to build for a long time. And the K is a fucking infant compared to those, so it's definitely not going anywhere either. Well, maybe not infant. It's been, 17 years, 16 years, so we're getting some age on there. But anyway, it's not going anywhere. So, and then plus the engine building techniques, that's, it's another thing, you don't see too often. I think that, as far as the niche that I have made in YouTube, whether it's small or not, There's only one other guy that I know that I've seen that that does anything similar to this, and that's I think Evan's Tuning, which is on my suggested fucking place because that guy is a fucking genius. Watch him. He has really good knowledge. Okay, so anyway, I promise we get to the Boosted Boy shit. We're 15 minutes into this video, and we are. Now, of course, I made that video for you guys that don't know. It's I'll pop it. Here it is up there. You know that. Now, so a lot of people, a lot of the fucking dick riders from Boosted Boys came over to attack that video. I don't know whether they saw it or not or whatnot, but my initial thing was that was not saying anything bad about the Boosted Boys. That was saying towards their dick riding fans, the scrubs who just love them so much that they have to come to my little channel and station ship. All right, so the accusation is like, you say you don't watch them, but how do you know? All this shit, and then like, why you're just a little channel trying to get famous off a big name? No. Honestly, and I've said this like throughout my history of growth, that people irritate and aggravate me so fucking much that I would almost rather prefer to stay as something like a small and exclusive that not a lot of people know about, because the bigger the crowd gets, the more fucking retards I have to deal with, and more people like this, fucking dick riders that just come out to say negative shit just because. All right, but realize this: YouTube, and this little section of YouTube, is mine. And I am God in this little section of YouTube. So you fucking idiots can come and you can say whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I read one fucking line of what you have to say, and if it's something stupid and it's just trash coming out your mouth, click on your name, block user, delete comment, move on. And if you're like one of those determined fucks who just have to say something, you come back, read the first line, block user, delete comment. How to delete whatever the fuck I want. It's mine. YouTube is mine here. This is my fucking YouTube world. So I don't have to listen to that shit. I don't have to watch that shit. And the same thing on any other social media account. My fucking personal block list on fucking Facebook is like, because if you start saying stupid shit, then what's the point of getting frustrated and going back and forth with you? Alright, so that initial video wasn't for Boosted Boys. Obviously, it's clear that they just, they don't care about blowing shit up. They have 200,000 fucking subscribers, so I'm sure they're making all kinds of YouTube money. It's 3 fucking guys that are kids who have no, like, you got no fucking family to worry about, and you're teaming up with 2 other fucking paychecks, and you got this 200,000 subscribers, so you have money to just throw around. And clearly people are there that aren't ever going to do anything with themselves, that aren't fucking ever really trying to make some real power here. And they're just watching other people do what they can't, and if that's fun and enjoyable for you, then that's fine. I don't care. But I mean, no, I'm not gonna watch a bunch of fucking kids blow shit up. I don't care about that. I think it can be safe to say that Honda Street Garage guy is probably is pretty legit on what he does. He just repair, swap stuff like that. And I don't watch that either because it's boring. Dude, I'm a fucking mechanic. I work this shit all the time. Not with Hondas, but with fucking semi-trucks. So I don't want to come home and watch people wrenching when I do that myself on my fucking own free time. So, and then, but like I said, my whole shit was just fucking, I had so many of these fucking little dick riders coming in here and trying to tell me that I'm wrong. But then, these fucking kids that they're watching, they're using as a reference, are constantly blowing shit up. So, no, it wasn't against them because, like I said, they know what they're doing. They know what their goals are here. But the fucking retards, the scrubs off them, are, they get no attention there, are coming here and try and get attention from me. And I realized that's all I was making that mistake. I was engaging way too much. Like, because I try to talk to everybody, I was trying to clear things up, but I was repeating. I was pretty much like copy and pasting the same comment because people just weren't understanding. And then I realized this is stupid. I'm wasting my time. Block user. Delete comment. I'm just not going to deal with it anymore. And here, maybe you guys just shut your fucking mouth for a minute and go through my shit. You'll actually learn some real shit instead of just watching somebody kamikaze a block every other fucking month. All right? And I know that works as a case because I had somebody who came in here and wrote a fucking, like, an essay about how I was wrong and shouldn't be saying things about the Boosted Boys, and then that same motherfucking person popped up in my comments in other videos. So, yeah, I'm not really a bad guy unless you fuck with me. So, go look some other shit first before you start talking garbage. And if I'm boring or if I'm just hurting your feelings for your number one heart besties on YouTube, then that's fine. That's fine too. But just know I'm not going to pay attention to that shit anymore. I haven't been reading the comments anymore. As soon as I see some stupid shit, I just delete the comment right away. Okay, so the reason why I decided to talk on Boosted Boys now is because I was going to let it go. That video's up to 2,800. I said I was going to make a response to that video at 2,000, and I didn't because I realized it was going to make it look, it really was going to make it look like I was going to fucking keep after the Boosted Boys to try and gain notoriety off of them. And I don't care. I really don't care about YouTube notoriety. I know I'm a slow growing channel, but I'm also a constantly growing channel. Eventually, I'll be something here, or I won't. It doesn't matter. But I'm not trying to use anybody's name to get fame. And honestly, honest to God, I don't like causing beef. Until I'm antagonized. And those fucking fanboys that I made that video for were antagonizing all the time. And I did goddamn right. I deserved an I told you so moment. Especially so soon after I was attacked about it. So anyway, so why I'm talking about them again, why I decided to go ahead and talk about this is because they apparently made a video about me. Or at least I got name dropped in the video. And no, I haven't watched that fucking video. And absolutely fucking refuse to, because I'm not going to fucking add to monetization for somebody talking shit about me. That's ridiculous. Plus, if I go and I listen to the video, I'm going to hear exactly what they're going to say. And that's going to make me want to respond. Because, of course, I'm going to want to talk shit. And I really don't want to do that. I was letting it fade to the background, the whole shit. I didn't want to engage again to reopen the wound. But I will say, dude, I'm fucking flattered, man. 220,000 subscribers on their fucking channel. These guys, I'm sure, have hundreds of comments at least in every one of their fucking uploads, right? So all these fucking guys who fucking love them so much, commenting, please look at me, recognize me here. You know, they're fucking in there desperate for some recognition, you know, and not getting it. And here I am, less than 2,000 subscribers, and they feel the need to fucking take a clip out of one of my videos of me and go on the attack. Alright? What the fuck? Thanks for that, you fucking idiots, because that's just gonna fucking make me more famous. That's just gonna bring more attention my way. Is it gonna bring a lot of hate? Probably. But every fucking extra subscriber I get from your fucking rant, that's a great thing for me. That's great, you know, that's fine. That's a funny thing. You know, at the end of the day, you know, subscribers don't even really fucking matter as views. But anytime I get somebody, because you got a lot of fucking people on your channel that hate you. You know, I promise. Because there's a lot of fucking people who watch me who love talking shit about you guys. And I never perpetuate shit talking. Like I said, there was a little bit of lack of understanding that I had at the time when I made that first video. But I did say in that fucking video that if I was wrong, I was wrong, and, you know, and it would change my view on things. Slightly, but still change. You guys know you're blowing shit up. That's fine. And you know, like I said, I said on Snapchat, you know, because everybody's like, all these kids are just young and they're self-taught. I was young and self-taught, and I'm still not fucking old. I'm 30, just turned 30 this year. You know, I got into the Honda game when I was 20 years old. And then when I was 21, I was 19 when I got into the Honda game. I was 21 when I joined the Army. So I had a very small window of time. I didn't grow up as a car kid. I didn't even know what the fucking car was. You know, that's got wheels, it's got a gas tank, it's a car. I didn't know what the differences were between cars, and didn't give a fuck all about it at the time. It wasn't until that first race I ever had that got me fucking hooked, and that was what my life was starting to focus towards. So 21, I joined the fucking Army. I was gone in the Army for 5 years. For the majority of that 5 years, I was overseas. So I couldn't work on cars. When I came back, I got right back into the car shit. By the time I was 25 or 26, I was getting out and shit. And I was starting to build engines. Nobody fucking taught me anything. I didn't go to fucking school. I'm self-taught. I'm a fucking semi-truck mechanic. I'm making a little over $20 an hour right now, and I could be making a fuck ton more if I chose to. But I choose to stay in my niche right now, where I'm at in my shop, because it doesn't require me to work very hard. And I'm a lazy piece of shit. And I hate working on those fucking trucks, to be honest. So I stay where I'm at, comfortably in my little $20 an hour range. And I also know that, you know, for you guys to be with me long term and know about the job I came up here for, that job is very much on the table for me again next April. And then once that happens, that's $65,000 a year. So no, it may not be big YouTube money, but that's comfortable money for living in West Virginia where I'm at right now, and I'm okay with that. So but for me to have come where I'm at, and as far as I have, as quick as I am in the modern day society without making bullshit ass fucking videos, that's pretty fucking impressive. You know, and the fact that I got, you know, 2 small kids and a wife that I'm taking care of. So that's why you don't see me doing big money spending here, because in the area I'm at, everything for me to get my hands on would be expensive. If I go back to Florida, I will be going back to Florida. Once I get back down to Florida, everything opens up again for me. It'll be easy and cheap, and I'll be fucking cranking out fucking engine building videos so fast. And I'm sure you motherfuckers will be complaining that that's all I'm doing at that time too. Anyway, so to get off of that shit now and to end it up with, you know, like, you're not seeing regular uploads for me just because I don't have shit to talk about. All the new subscribers I'm getting are pretty much, when they're asking me questions, they're asking me shit about stuff I've done a long time ago. But I'm almost at 200 videos, man. There's only so much of this shit I could talk about, you know. So the only thing I can say is, if you guys are waiting for new uploads and you want new uploads, you gotta give me some challenging questions. Talk about some shit that I haven't spoken about before, and that's, you know, that I think is a big enough topic that it can be made a video of. I'm not gonna start putting a whole bunch of videos of garbage out, you know, because that's gonna scare people off. I do think that the last 2 or 3 videos I did weren't really shit. I mean, it was like neat little information, but not really much. All right. So again, I'll reiterate, like I said the other day, that if you guys want to watch and keep up to date with what I'm doing on a regular, you know, hit me up on Snapchat, because I think the videos I'm taking there aren't really worth putting together to make an upload for YouTube. I just did that one the other day, so that way you can see what the fuck I am doing and know that I'm collecting footage. It's just not going to be some shit that I'm going to upload. Once the engine's out, though, of course, and it's on an engine stand, that's the whole nother ball game. It'll be an engine build series of 3 or 4 videos. They're like an hour or so long, with rebuilding the 5.4. And that's an engine I've never fucked with before, so it's going to be slow and steady to make sure everything's done right. And plus, I still got to order parts and everything. So that's going to be a nice little series right there. But then once that's done, you know, I don't know what the fuck else I'm doing next. Oh, I'm lying again, the Integra. I am slowly working on the Integra at the same time as I'm doing this shit with my truck. So once the Integra is ready to be rolling again, then hopefully we'll have a whole nother thing to do, and that'll be all shop videos. So you're going to see a slump here, guys, for a while. It's going to be a couple weeks where I'm not going to really be making any of these vlog videos or whatnot. It's just going to be waiting to get the engine out to do the engine build series. It's just right now I have the weather hasn't been great. I'm working on the truck on the outside, and I'm not working in the fucking rain. Plus, it's kind of hard for me to get motivated to get up and go in the morning to go work on the truck when I have to leave right after that to go work on big trucks, at the real work. All right, so to further prove my point on not trying to use those fucking asshole cocksucking kids as a way to try and get quick fame, I'm not even gonna put their fucking name in the title here. It's just gonna be whoever you guys are curious enough to see, whatever clickbait I use to see that, and if you decide you want to stick around for that. But anyway, as far as that goes, I've the first day I picked up my camera, my shitty ass cell phone to take the very first video, I knew that eventually I would get a lot of haters. I got a lot of haters pretty early on, and I know that the bigger I get, the more people are going to question my method and the way I do things. But that's fine. I got another message on Instagram last night about one of the engines I built. Like that's you know, still running strong, bro. I sold it to my cousin, now he's fucking running it, you know. So I don't care, because at the end of the day, I know that I give a fuck about my work. And that, you know, years after I'm building these engines, they're still out there putting down work. So I sleep fine at night. And I know that once I get back to Miami and I get the engines on my hands again, you know, business is going to go up. And more engines will be put out. So judge me by what my work has done, not by fucking my subscriber base. Get the fuck out of here. All right, guys. Social media, all that shit is in the descriptions below. If you want to talk to me, feel free to hit me up. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. If you do ask me a question, know that I don't fucking, you know, I can't diagnose your car over the internet. So I'm going to give you one thing that I think it could be. And if you hit me up with, well, but no, that's it. You got my one thing. I'm not going to say anything to you anymore. Figure it out on your own. Not being an asshole, but I can't diagnose your car over the internet, and I'm not going to spend fucking 15 minutes of a conversation going back and forth to you. Well, maybe it's this, well, maybe it's that. Google, find out yourself. I'm not your fucking guru for that. This is engine building shit here, not fucking troubleshooting shot for your cars. Thanks for watching. Peace. I'll see y'all next time.